Welcome back, guys, and today we're going to talk more about the assumption loans and the assumption loan process and how it can actually be a benefit to sellers. Now, I know in previous videos that we explained here, we talked about the benefits for buyers, we talked about investors, but today, if you're a seller, we want you to pay attention because this can probably be one of the biggest reasons of what can actually help your house get sold here in 2024. If it's not this year, maybe in 2025, but we're back here with Mike again, and he's going to explain what are some of the benefits of why a seller would actually want to be interested in these assumable loans and actually what kind of loan type do they have. So let's explain that and start, Mike.
So basically as a seller, it's super basic and super simple. Yeah. Like, what are the benefits? You're gonna sell your house faster, and you're gonna most likely, you can't guarantee it, but of course you're gonna probably get a higher price. The market value of assumptions, it's still kind of out there. We don't have enough market data to say, oh, they're worth 5% more, or 7% more, or 4% more. But I think each different assumption is worth more than a normal sale with conventional financing.
So if a seller came to you and say, hey, I have an FHA, a VA, or a USDA loan, tell me how I would explain the process, with actually knowing how do I figure that out? Because a lot of people don't even know what kind of loan they have or they forgot. Yeah. So calling their servicer.
Yeah. Calling the servicer is a simple one. You call in and say, what type of loan do I have?
Now, you and I have worked together as far as having these conversations with sellers. Now, is there some different marketing and literature? Because it's still a huge education process, not only for sellers, but also for other agents and even buyers agents coming into the market. So is there some additional literature that we would actually provide in education so we can make sure that everybody understands exactly what this is?
So one of the key pieces to that would be with the VA loans, and that comes down to a veteran's entitlement. Okay. So that has to do with their VA home loan benefits. So it's basically entitlement. Their home loan benefits are broken up into two pieces. You have eligibility and you have entitlement. And if you think of it as like a credit card, eligibility is if you're approved or not, whether you can get a home loan or not. And then the entitlement is for how much, basically like the credit line that you would get on a credit card. So when a veteran allows a non-veteran to assume their loan, so the seller allows a non-veteran, that is for investors in particular, there's a lot of value to that. So if you expand your buyer pool by allowing non-veterans to assume your loan as a veteran seller, you have a much bigger buyer pool and it seems to be demanding a much higher price.
If we say, when we work with like one of my listings for one of my sellers, would we, let's inform them of what the process is going to be, that we already have this house screened, it is an assumable loan, but then we're going to make sure that we put information out there so we can put any buyer's agent in contact with you that is interested in actually assuming that loan, correct?
Yeah, so if it's some simple verbiage that you put, so like, let's say for example, you're on azassumptions.com. And you'll see what are called certified properties. And that's where one of us at UME have gotten in touch with the listing agent and talked with the seller and made sure that they completely understand how that process works. And you'll see on there, let's say for example, it's a VA loan or a VA seller, we'll already know if they're open to non-veterans or not. So you'll see certified properties in there. And what that does is that attracts, again, more buyers and more investors because they know that it's something where everybody's on board and ready to move forward with an assumption.
So that's, again, if you're a seller, this is wonderful information. So if you're looking to list your property, we will actually make sure we're gonna ask you exactly what your loan type is, if it's FHA, if it's VA, or if it's USDA. We're gonna make sure that we give you all the literature when we come to your listing appointment, and then we actually put this on the market. So any buyer that's interested in actually purchasing your home, we're gonna give this to them as an option, and we will actually have the phone calls with the buyer's agent to educate them furthermore if this is going to be the best route, which it most likely would be if you're going to be able to assume one of these smaller interest loans or interest payments and also these mortgages for you. So if you're interested in selling your property and you want to know if you can actually have this as more marketability for your home, feel free to reach out to us and go to azassumptions.com. You can speak with myself, or you can also speak with Mike and his team. Absolutely. And we'd be happy to speak with you on exactly how we can make your house more marketable and get your home sold here within 2024 and not have to be on the market more than 70 days, which is usually around the average here now anyways. So until next video, guys, make sure to reach out to us or go to azassumptions.com, and we'll see you on the next video. Take care.